Basically, when I exposed Noah for intentionally spreading lies about me to Abby and Zephyr behind my back, not only did Noah get very angry and basically started threatening to ruin my livelihood, but his friend Jamal tried to downplay his intentional smear campaigning as just stating his opinion on me, and then got mad at me for calling Noah a liar. Sorry, but that's exactly what Noah is. Noah knew the truth, yet he twisted it to make me look like the villain anyways. I spoke up about the fact that Noah put me through abuse in our relationship. Then Jamal told me that Noah claimed I'm the one who abused him. Of course. Then Noah came after me not long after this, as he approached me and started calling me narcissistic. Even though he's the narcissistic one, selfish, childish, a liar, and petty princess, then he went straight to triggering my body dysmorphia on purpose by saying that he never came during sex because I'm too skinny and therefore too flat, bony, and boxy for him to get off on. Courtney weirdly defended his preference of curvy and jiggly butts by telling me that's what he prefers. Why is she even speaking up for him in the first place after he shit-talked her in that audio recording? I have so many questions, yet not a whole lot of answers. Needless to say, I've decided to cut Noah out of my life entirely, and that includes his friends. Due to the fact that we don't know which of his friends keep spying for him, we're just going to have to ban all of his friends from my server. It's too much of a risk to play the guessing game on who's the snitch, because Noah is a dangerous person. And if Noah keeps catching wind of what's going on in my personal life, he could continue to cause further damage in ways we're completely unsuspecting of.
Wow.
Just serves as a reminder of how dense he can be from time to time.
He's just upset because you called him out for what he really is. His friends are too blind to see it, which is sad.
He's seriously one of the most dogmatic people I've ever met in my life. That was the problem I had with him when him and Carson dated.
Shit. I haven't even dove into the details of how he abused me in our relationship, but now I will. Basically, it started off with all the classic love bombing shit. Making me feel beautiful, loved, and special. Being extremely sweet and affectionate toward me. Using compliments to flatter me, but ultimately lying about the compliments he was giving me. Then once he had me reeled into his hooks, the emotional abuse started. It started off with simple stuff, like him picking arguments with me over little and stupid stuff. Then it progressed onto him intentionally shoving words in my mouth I never said. Then no matter how much I tried to explain how I didn't say what he was accusing me of saying, he would keep shoving the same words in my mouth, and the argument would go in circles, so he could intentionally drive me crazy. One instance I remember clearly was when I told Noah that I was hurt over something my mom said to me, and his first question was, "But do you think your mom hates you though? You know your mom loves you. She didn't say what she said to hurt you," and I kept telling him, "No, I never said my mom hates me. I'm just stating that what she said hurt me. I don't think she meant to hurt me. I just don't think she was considering how her statement would hurt my feelings." Then Noah kept repeating himself like a broken record player. The same question was asked over and over. "Do you think your mom hates you? Do you think your mom hates you?" And no matter how much I said no, he kept asking the same question over and over again. It lasted for an hour, and the whole time this was going on, I was progressively getting more and more upset. At some point I was crying because I couldn't understand why Noah couldn't listen to the words that were coming out of my mouth. Then Noah asked me to take the phone to my parents, and when I did, he randomly brought my dad into it by asking both of my parents if they hate me. That's when I got angry and lashed out, because at this point, Noah was intentionally trying to gaslight me into thinking I said a bunch of stuff I never said. My dad had nothing to do with the situation, yet he got brought into it anyways. My mom said something to me that really hurt my feelings earlier. She accused me of having a victim mentality, all because I was having a really bad day. That's the same kind of shit Lydia and her friends always say about me. I don't know why my mom would say something like that to me, but it really hurt.
But your mom loves you. You know she didn't make that statement to you to hurt you. Do you think your mom hates you?
What? No. I don't think my mom hates me. I just think that she didn't realize how hurtful her statement was toward me.
But her statement shouldn't hurt you if you know it wasn't coming from a place of hate. So why let it affect you if you know she doesn't hate you?
Because even though I know she loves me, her statement still hurt. It hurts even more actually, because it came from someone who I love and someone who loves me.
But do you think your mom hates you though?
No, Noah. I said no already. I just got finished telling you that I don't think she hates me. I know she loves me. I was just saying that the statement hurts worse because she loves me.
Well, you're acting like that's what you think though. If you know your mother loves you, her statement shouldn't hurt you. So you're acting like your mom must hate you or something.
Oh my God. Noah, how many times do I have to explain to you that I didn't say that my mother hates me? Just because her statement hurt me doesn't mean I think she hates me. Stop fucking accusing me of the same thing over and over again. Stop shoving words in my mouth I never said. I'm actually starting to get pissed now.
Then if you know your mom loves you, her statement shouldn't hurt you. Allowing her statement to hurt you like that makes it look like you're thinking that your mom hates you.
No, that's not what that fucking means at all. I just told you, it hurts worse because she loves me. How many times do I have to keep repeating the same thing for you to fucking get it?
Do you think your mom hates you though?
No. I said no a million times. How many times do I have to say no for you to understand? I'm getting more and more pissed off by each passing second. Stop asking me the same stupid question.
But you're acting like your mom hates you though.
No, I'm not.
But do you think your mom hates you though?
No. Oh my gosh. How many times do I need to fucking say it? We've been arguing for the past hour, and now I'm so angry I'm fucking crying. Stop it, Noah.
Okay, then bring your phone to your parents. I want to ask them something.
Ask them what?
You'll see. Take the phone to your parents, please.
Fine. Hey, Mom, Dad. Noah says he wants to talk to you guys.
What about?
is it?
Colleen, Joe, do you two hate your daughter Carson?
No.
Ugh.
Of course not.
What kind of ridiculous question is that?
Noah, I already told you I don't think my mom hates me. And now you're dragging my dad into it, when he had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Carson, what in the world is going on?
Noah is falsely accusing me of telling him that I think that you guys hate me. When it started from originally being hurt over a statement you made to me recently, he asked me if I think you hate me and I said no. I know you don't hate me. Then even though Dad had nothing to do with it, he just asked Dad if he hates me too.
Because you were acting like your mom hates you. You've also acted like your dad hates you in the past.
OMG. I never fucking acted like my parents hate me. You know what? Screw trying to reason with you. Screw it.
Carson, let me talk to Noah. Carson.
My mom had to personally talk to him to shut him up. It was unfortunate she even had to get involved.
Ugh. What a douche. He was getting you worked up on purpose.
Right. And that isn't even everything. Another instance I remember clearly was back when Noah was trying to teach me how to bike ride again, since I never fully learned how to do so as a kid. As a kid, I tried to learn, but I was never coordinated enough. I would frequently injure myself because of always trying to learn but failing miserably. There was one time where I flew off my bike and landed on the concrete. Had I not had my helmet on, I would have probably died from blunt force trauma to my head. So obviously, bike riding is something I've always had anxiety around. I have an anxiety disorder, so that just adds to the problem. But despite explaining this to Noah when he was trying to teach me how to bike ride, he later got mad at me because I couldn't keep myself calm when he was trying to teach me. I explained that I have an anxiety disorder that I can't control, and he told me that it can be controlled with the right mindset. Then, he later called me selfish for not being able to stay calm for him. Even though I did the bike riding thing to please him, even though I did not want to.
It's okay, you've got this, Carson. Just remember everything I taught you. Try to get on the bike and balance.
Okay. I'll try.
That's it. You've got it. Keep going. Whoo! This is fun. Come on, Carson, catch me if you can. Wee!
Ouch. Dad, I flew off my bike.
Are you okay?
No. If I hadn't had my helmet on, I probably would have busted my head open and died.
Here, let me help you up.
I don't want to bike ride anymore. I want to go back inside.
Don't worry, I've got you. I've got you. I'm not gonna let you fall.
Ugh. I'm sorry. I keep getting scared that I'm gonna fall off. My balance is horrible, and I know the risk is there.
Come on, Carson. You've gotta trust me. I'm not gonna let you fall. You need to stop letting your fears get in the way of learning new things.
I'm sorry. You know that I not only have an anxiety disorder, but I've hurt myself countless times trying to learn how to bike ride as a kid. That in and of itself just makes the anxiety behind bike riding worse for me. I'm trying my hardest to keep my anxiety under control, but I can only do so much.
Anxiety disorders can be controlled with the right mindset. You've just got to tell yourself that you can do it, and tell yourself that you don't have anxiety anymore. If you just tell yourself that, your anxiety won't be an issue anymore. You've just got to tell yourself the right things, and think the right way.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't work like that. Anxiety disorders can't just be controlled by psyching yourself out of having it. It's called an anxiety disorder for a reason. Mindset doesn't matter. I could tell myself 1,000,000 times that I don't have anxiety, but that's not going to change the fact that I do.
Yes, it will. It's all about the way you go about it. You just have to have the right mindset, like I said. You're so fucking selfish. You never wanted to do anything I wanted to do in the relationship. It was always about you and what you wanted to do. Even if I decided that I wanted to cuddle for a day instead of have sex all the time, you would always argue against that, and never want to just cuddle and relax. And with the bike riding thing, you could never calm yourself down, no matter how many times I asked you to, but you took me to do things I didn't want to do, such as going swimming, when you know I can't swim.
What? Are you serious? You think I'm selfish, even though I did do things that you wanted to do literally all the time? Even if I didn't want to do them, I'd still do them to make you happy. I did the bike riding thing for you, even though I did not fucking want to, due to the amount of times I've hurt myself trying to learn how to do it. I can't just magically control an anxiety disorder for you, just because you asked me to. If anything, it's selfish of you to expect me to control a disorder for you. And as for the sex thing, I was only against the idea of us only cuddling the whole day, because we barely saw each other in the first place, and you were almost never interested in physical intimacy anymore. You never wanted to do anything like that, and I just simply wanted to know why. It felt like you just weren't attracted to me at all, and that's why you were making excuses constantly to reject me. I waited weeks on end, and you'd still not want to. And as for the swimming thing, that's not even comparable, because bike riding is much harder than a 6-foot-tall man, standing in 4 to 5 feet of water.
Now see, you're trying to downplay my experiences with swimming, while claiming bike riding is harder, but they're both the same thing. I rejected you because I was sick and tired of your constant selfish behavior and childish behavior. It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not I was physically attracted to you or not. You're so fucking shallow. You always think everything is all about looks, when it's the personality that matters, not the looks.
No, swimming and bike riding are not the same thing. Touching in shallow water is easy for a man your height. Bike riding takes coordination and balance, something I lack given the fact that I have multiple learning disabilities. You think I'm selfish, simply of an anxiety disorder I have no control over, and because I had wants in the relationship that you were constantly shooting down, and even when I'd put my wants on the back burner to give you time to come back to it when you wanted to as well, you'd never come through. Calling me shallow when I'm fucking not as nice of you too. I agree that personality matters over looks. However, looks do play a role when it comes to attraction. That's an undeniable biological fact. It doesn't make me shallow for pointing that out. You were making excuses left and right to reject intimacy with me, instead of just outright telling me you weren't into me anymore, so that I could move on instead of wasting my fucking time. I'm glad you finally broke up with me anyways, because I don't need to be with a man who views me as selfish for having an anxiety disorder and for having natural wants in the relationship.
See, that's the problem right there. I made excuses to reject sex from you, because I didn't want to touch a selfish and childish woman who thinks that only looks matter, and who prioritizes her own needs and wants over my own. You just proved my point by claiming that swimming is easier than bike riding, when they're both hard. I controlled my anxiety for you, and went swimming for you, even though I didn't want to, but you couldn't control your anxiety for me at all.
I just fucking told you. I think personality matters more than looks. When have I ever fucking said looks matter more? You're shoving words in my mouth again, and twisting my words again. How come you never fucking get anything I tell you? You think touching at the bottom of a 5-foot deep pool is harder than balancing on a bike? Please, give me a break. I explained to you that anxiety can't be controlled, yet you keep insisting that it can, even though I told you it can't. You don't have an anxiety disorder, so you do not know what it's like for me at all. I went bike riding for you, to make you happy. I didn't want to do it at all, but that's not good enough for you because I couldn't control a literal mental disorder. I tried my best, and that still isn't good enough for you. For some reason, I'm still labeled as selfish, when if I was really selfish, I wouldn't have gone bike riding for you, period.
You're still proving my point on your selfishness, because you're downplaying and invalidating my hardship with going swimming, but you expect me to validate your hardship with bike riding. They're the same thing, yet you act like they're different.
They are not the same thing, and I explained why they are not the same thing. If I made you swim in deep water that you couldn't touch the bottom of, then it would be the same. But in this case, it's not. You're comparing apples to oranges, then calling me names when I disagree with you. If anything, that's what's selfish and childish.
See? There you go. Point proven. You continue to downplay my struggle with swimming, yet you expect me to validate your struggle with bike riding. You're exposing yourself for the selfish person that you are.
I swear. Shut the fuck up with your false accusations. I am not fucking selfish. Stop fucking calling me that.
Wow, you're throwing stuff now? Wow, you've only proven my point on how childish you truly are. Wow.
Other stuff I remember is when Michael and Connor were fighting in Mason's chat over the fact that Michael suspected Connor of being a pedophile. Michael kicked Connor from the group chat, which caused Noah to get involved. Noah tried to talk Michael into resolving things between him and Connor, and when Michael refused, Noah got extremely angry. He blew up in the group chat, and I laughed at how stupid the situation was in general. Noah got angry that I was laughing over it, accusing me of not taking the situation seriously. Then he told every one of us how he was gonna watch us all burn. Then Noah hung up the phone on me, to which I tried to call him back several times, but he wouldn't answer. He gave me the silent treatment over this bullshit. I found myself apologizing for something I didn't even do wrong, just so that he'd answer me again. Then of course Noah admitted that he lied to me all those times he told me he was leaving to come see me, and I'd be waiting all day for him, but in reality, he would be sitting at home staring at the computer, or in his car rethinking his entire life. All the needless heartache he put me through for nothing, just to tell me he didn't even love me during the majority of our relationship.
Wow, what a fucking asshole. Now I see what you mean by emotional and psychological abuse. He was manipulating your emotions on purpose so he could have control over you.
Exactly. It's sick as fuck. Oh shit. I just remembered something else that's kinda important, and I should have told everyone while I had the chance.
What is it?
At some point when Noah and I were together, he admitted to being a pedophile, basically. Y'all remember Shannon from back in 2020?
Yup. Yeah, the girl who caused drama all the time.
Well, back in 2020, Shannon lied about being 17 to Noah so that she could date him, but in reality she was 13. And Noah was 19 during this time, but at some point, Shannon admitted to actually being 13. Despite this, Noah stayed with her, and he admitted this to me.
What the fuck? Yuck. So he is a pedophile. Nasty.
Yep.
Gross.
Welp, I didn't know that, but now that I do, I can't say that I'm too surprised.
I'm not that surprised either. The guy's a walking red flag. I wouldn't be surprised if he has done even more disgusting things that we're unaware of.
Disgusting.
Noah is a disgusting creep. He should be locked up inside a prison cell, and instead he's walking around on our campus grounds. I think I'm gonna be sick.
And sadly, there's no way for me to report this to the police since Noah admitted it to me over a phone call that wasn't being recorded at the time.
I'm gonna admit something to you. Back around 2019 or so, Shannon lied to me and told me that she was 17 when we first got into a relationship. But she later admitted to me that she was 13, and I still stayed with her anyways. I myself was an adult at the time, around 19 or so.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Ugh. That really sucks. I wish there was a way we could prove it, so we could get this child predator off the streets. Who knows who else he'll target after this?
Which is why I'm now going to go in my server and remove all of his friends. I know Savannah is one of the spies, by the way, because the other day when I was trying to figure out who the spy was by removing some people from Michael's Google chat group, Savannah was one of the people I kicked, and Savannah immediately noticed and direct messaged me, asking me why she was kicked, when she was silent before and never active in any group chats. That was a dead giveaway, paired with the fact that she is a friend of Noah's.
Yeah, definitely a dead giveaway at that point.
I'm removing Savannah and the rest of Noah's friends now. There. At least nobody else can spy for him now.
Good. Fuck all of his dirty spies.
Hey Carson, you may have noticed that I've been gone for a while. I was sick for a couple of weeks, so I also decided to take a break from Discord during that time, but I'm back now. I heard stuff about you and Abby, and was confused. I also saw the video you sent me about Noah, and speaking of Noah, he sent me a friend request on Discord.
Alright, who told you about the Abby stuff? Also, welcome back. A lot of shit happened between Abby and I, but that's over. Unfortunately though, the Abby shit is what has now started stuff between Noah and I.
And I assume Noah is gonna ask me for help, or blame me for it.
He's probably gonna tell you his twisted side of the story. He has been lying and twisting the facts so badly.
I will see what comes up from him when I talk to him later today.
Him and I got into a pretty nasty fight yesterday. He said some pretty terrible things to me, such as of course parroting some of the same shit Lydia has called me: narcissistic, selfish, spoiled, entitled, perfect princess, etc. Then he told me that he lied to me about thinking my body was attractive when we dated, and said that I'm flat and bony. On top of, he tried to gaslight and manipulate the whole situation in me. He brought up Reagan, and I had no idea that Reagan died again. Then when I expressed my dislike toward Reagan, Noah turned around and announced that Reagan was dead again. Then tried to make it look like I was intentionally talking shit about a dead person, when I had no clue.
He just takes whatever holes he finds and abuses the use of them to the fullest.
Yep. If you want to know what the video is about, it's basically Noah trying to lie to Abby and Zephyr about me trying to force them apart, among a bunch of other lies, like how I started that drama intentionally so that I could get attention, and that I claimed that God hates me. When I posted it, not only was Noah angry, but Jamal was as well, as Jamal just aimlessly jumped in and started defending Noah by saying that his intentional lie spreading was just him stating his opinion on the situation. Then after that was when Noah came after me and insulted me.
Let me watch the video real quick, then take a look in Aurora and Penny's server, and I'll put together my thoughts.
Alright.
Okay, I will say this right now. Jamal doesn't even have one point said straight. All what him and Noah did was simply repeat the same yada yada consistently, saying as his only points were getting on your back for exposing the video, as if Noah did not bother to send me screenshots so I can make an exposing video on him. Kind of annoying because he never really did any helping in return. It's even more pathetic to see that their best shots were mentioning your parents and spat your name whenever they found a chance. All they could do is repeat the cycle of everything I've pointed out here over and over again and nag on people so they could get their points forced on people and get what they want, regardless of if people even care for the whole situation or not. They claim themselves to be innocent, but yet, they are literally doxing you with your personal information, which can be used against him in court for multiple reasons, the strongest being your past relationship with him, because he's just using information he got from you when you were dating him, stuff you trusted him with, used that against you, but would get upset when someone does it to him. It's even worse that he's got some narrow-minded people getting their noses in this situation when they don't even have the full knowledge and just shouts out what Noah has already said multiple times, as if one incorrect argument wasn't good enough. Him bringing up having a job and knowing math is so irrelevant and just adds to the salt.
Exactly. Jamal is just parroting whatever ignorant horse shit Noah has been feeding him because he's a dumb little kid who doesn't know shit. And yeah, you're right. Noah and Jamal just repeated the same 6 insults over and over again because they know those are what bothers me the most. But it's laughable coming from them, considering the fact that they don't have an ounce of originality in their bones. And I find it hilarious how Noah says I'm narcissistic and can never admit when I'm wrong, but here he is not admitting fault on his own and thinking he's 100% right. I mean shit, he thinks his way of thinking is the gospel and tries to force it on others. He's the one with a narcissism problem. It's just funny how 2 of the biggest narcissists I've ever met have accused me of being one. I guess it's common for narcissists to project their flaws onto others these days. Ever noticed how Noah acts like he's in charge of everyone? That's 'cause he thinks he's tough shit and thinks he's some king. Noah wants to act like he's better than me for having a job, while his job is just some useless, dead-end job he will never be able to survive on his own with. He's so overworked and stressed out it's not even funny. But he can continue living like that and see how fun it is for him. I'll be working toward an actual well-paying career while he's stuck in that underpaid shithole, living with his controlling dad for the rest of his pathetic and miserable life. And he wants to say how spoiled I am just 'cause he's jealous I have parents who love me, care about me, and are supportive, unlike his piece of shit father who just shits on him and forces him to hold in his emotions, or else he gets chastised. Not to mention the fact that his dad is extremely misogynistic since he has a generally negative view of women. His dad assumed that I was just using Noah for money and for sex in the relationship just because I'm a woman, and he thinks that's how women are. Then his mother is just straight up abusive because she beat him growing up.
So Noah just takes the hate he gets from his parents out on others? Fantastic. You know what? The whole projecting thing he did with a lot of people, myself included. He would blame the opposing party for his own flaws all the time. It's a big surprise you 2 even managed to last 8 months together, with how unstable he was.
Seems like it. He's used to being told it's not okay to have or express emotions, so he thinks anyone who does is spoiled. He's so used to being treated like shit. It's sad. Even with his 42-plus exes, he was used to being ignored, cheated on, and abused. So when I didn't tolerate him treating me like shit or disrespecting me in our relationship, he saw me as being entitled and acting like a princess because of it. I'm also shocked that things lasted as long as they did between us. I feel stupid for not ending things way sooner. He put me through hell. I lost my job because of his bullshit. I now have even more trauma because of him. And want to know the best part? He blamed Justin breaking up with me on me. By the way, Justin and I fell out again because he thought it was cool to start harassing Zephyr because of the ongoing Abby drama. When I asked him to leave Zephyr alone and to not start unnecessary drama, Justin called Zephyr a snowflake, claimed he was just making harmless jokes, then told me that I must value Zephyr's toxicity over a friendship with him. So he told me to deal with this drama myself and walked away. I just cut ties with him after that because seriously, he still hasn't changed one bit.
Pretty sure Justin couldn't control himself and just let his usual rude drama-having self go out again.
Justin is no different from Noah. Despite how much those 2 clash, they're just the same as one another. I want to laugh for thinking that Noah was any different from Justin or Lydia.
I'm gonna go find Noah after class, and I'll record the conversation then send it to you when I'm done. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey Noah, I saw that your friend requested me on Discord. I accepted the request, but why was I removed in the first place? What's going on?
I deleted my account some time ago and it wiped my friends list.
Other than that,
What do you mean?
arguments.
Let me guess, Carson. As I said, I'm done indulging in pity parties and her sins of impudence. I gave all of them what they wanted. It was disappointment, but also respect. Otherwise, I'm not going to try talking to a 21-year-old who gaslights and victimizes herself over someone's preference in women or even males. Especially when my opinion doesn't matter. If you wish to instigate, then you may leave the servers as well as my trust.
I literally just returned today after 2 weeks of absence and don't have a clue on what's going on, so instigate is out of place in this case.
I apologize. I'm sure you've watched the video that Carson posted to slander my name. Zephyr, Abby and I had a conversation one night, and Zephyr recorded part of the conversation and not the truth. Sure, the video is 50 minutes long, but it means nothing if the story isn't told right. I also don't tell the story in full detail, which is a poor habit of mine. My explanation is very poor. Courtney thought I was mistaken, that I was shit talking about her when I wasn't. It's my fault because I said her name unknowingly when I meant someone else. But because of the video, I was saddened thinking Carson would change from her drama-filled, lively behavior. But it was the opposite. She thinks I'm always speaking her name when I hardly think of her. I have things to do, and when she tried getting others to gang up on me, she was getting pissy when I called out her actions. Started hitting below the belt for my efforts in trying to make our past relationship work out in the end. But she said, and I quote, "You didn't work for shit," then proceeded to mock, or tries to at least. I did the same thing, as well as point out her flaws as she did mine. But as always, I stand victorious but with an unforgivable cost. She thinks I'm heartless just because of a lie I told to protect her, but the truth is I wasn't thinking much of it. Not until I realized how frequently she conditions her own life. She's self-sabotaging and uncaring, regardless of the situations, and she'd blame me for her trauma. I do take the blame since I told her the truth, but in the end she decided to stay petty, and in her own words, "I don't give a fuck anymore" card is always pulled out. I won't associate myself with someone who's petty or being a pity party goer. But I did apologize for the names I called her.
I haven't watched that video and I don't know what it contains. I'm still trying to put two and two together, as I had forgotten about a lot of things, such as Courtney's situation. Saying as I have barely ever kept in contact with people from my past for the past 4 months.
To put it in short, Zephyr recorded a convo I was having with him, Abby, and Tim about the situation Zephyr had gone through with his relationship. Abby cheated on him twice, and he didn't know how he should go about it with her. I suggested for him to have a talk with her, set boundaries, and stay with her. Carson suggested they shouldn't be together since Abby not only broke Zephyr's trust, but Carson's as well. Drama ensued, and information was misheard, and some people were understanding. Some. Most of them were trying to shit talk, but sucked. Zephyr tried chiming in, but didn't care too much about. Kevin, however, was a child screaming for attention to make himself look cool. He thinks his Riz is over 9,000, but it's just 1,000. Anywho, that's pretty much it. I started taking Carson seriously, said she was bony because she insulted my intelligence. Thought she was top G, but I had to show her otherwise, hoping she'd be humbled. But I was wrong. She went into mope mode and started getting petty because I told her the truth about my erections when we did the deed, but I never told her the full truth. The full truth is because she's dramatically unstable. She's easily triggered by the means of anything in the world and has no means to focus on herself for the better. She's emotionally abusive to herself and others by her victim plays, by using her insecurities as a weapon without knowing it. I'm not saying she shouldn't speak about her troubles. I fully agree she should be open about it. But she doesn't know that she's damaging herself and others. She's setting herself up for failure because she's conditioned herself to a belief to please the male's perspective of women's beauty.
So what I understand is that Zephyr recorded the conversation, sent the recording to people outside of the server to ask for opinions of the situation, and then the situation escalated from there, and people started throwing all kinds of slurs at each other, which eventually ended up dragging in people who weren't even involved in the first place. And then it got even more personal that everyone's been talking about each other's flaws to their heart's content, and that got even more people involved.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. That's the whole scenario. And now she's sad and depressed again over me telling her that her ass was flat. She's not concrete flat, just bumpy dumpy flat. She called me fat and said I was pudgy, which I agreed to. It's why I started working out to start my grind, versus her moping and being petty.
Well, the whole situation seems to not be an easy one to solve in normal means. That is for sure.
Sadly.
Well, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go study for one of my classes. Thanks for filling me in, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you around.
See ya. Alright, so I talked to Noah, and this is what he told me.
He thinks body shaming me and triggering my eating disorder on purpose is humbling me. What is there left to humble if I have no self-esteem to begin with? I swear, he's so dumb. He can't use critical thinking skills if his life depended on it. If he hadn't spread lies about me and insulted me behind my back to my friends, I would have never posted the video. And if Noah didn't literally start insulting me first because I exposed him, then I would have never said any of the shit I said about him being fat to begin with. People that body shame others always try to justify it in the name of opinion or preferences. Fuck right off and go fuck your mom.
Ha 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 ha. I've noticed that Noah is so terrible at texting too. He misspells words and his grammar is horrible.
Right. He types like he's illiterate. Why even is that?
He never paid attention in English class.
Clearly not. Must have cheated to pass his English classes in high school.
Yup.
Hey Courtney, how are you? It's been a long time since we last spoke.
Ugh, there's a reason behind that. It's because we trauma bonded. You took advantage of me when I was in a vulnerable position. Technically, you were a pedophile for hooking up with me as well.
Pedophile? How am I a pedophile? I'm not a fucking pedophile, so don't ever call me that again.
I was 16. You were 18. I was legally a minor and you were legally an adult when we had sex.
That age difference isn't pedophilia. How can a 2-year age gap be pedophilia?
I may have been an adult, but I was very close in age with you. We were 2 years apart. How is that pedophilia?
The law doesn't lie, Kevin. You were an adult and I was a kid. Point. Blank. Period.
I fail to see how a 2-year age difference constitutes as pedophilia.
Then look at the law, Carson.
Look, I don't want to keep fighting Courtney. I really don't. Can we please just put the past behind us and be friends again for old time's sake?
No. Never, and I mean ever, will we ever be friends again, Kevin. So don't fucking talk to me.
Ha 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 ha.
What the fuck? Why are you two laughing at me? I didn't do anything to deserve getting made fun of like this.
What? We aren't even doing anything. We're just laughing and having fun together.
Yeah, mind your fucking business, Kevin. We don't want to talk to you, period.
Yeah, why don't you fucking take a hint and leave my girlfriend and her friend the fuck alone, pussy boy?
Whoa, there is no goddamn need to get all hostile and aggressive with me just because I'm wondering why I'm the laughing stock of this entire conversation. Fine, I'll fuck off and leave all of you alone. I'll never show my face again if that's what will make all of you happy.
Guys, can everyone please stop fighting? I really don't want any more drama within the group. We've already had to deal with enough drama lately as it is.
Girl. No offense, but you of all people have no right to say anything about not wanting drama.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Sydney?
You know exactly what I'm referring to. I don't even have to say it.
So, you think I intentionally involved myself in /start drama? Even though all the shit I've been recently involved in was not my fault?
I don't care about your feelings, Carson. Maybe you should try caring about mine first, since I have no desire to talk to Kevin, yet he still forces conversation on me anyways.
I do care how you feel, but I also know that we don't need any more fighting. I'm gonna call Kevin over here, so I can talk to him. Kevin, come over here real quick. I need to have a word with you.
This better not end with me being attacked again. What is it?
Kevin, just please, for future reference, leave Courtney alone. She has no desire to talk to you, and trying to do so will only make this entire situation worse.
Fine. I'll give Courtney what she wants. I won't talk to her anymore. I'll avoid her completely.
Good.
I swear. Some friend you really fucking are, Carson. You don't give a fuck about me or how I feel about the Kevin situation at all. You're a horrible friend, full of drama all the time, and you're especially not a real friend for telling me about all that hurtful shit Noah said about me behind my back. I didn't need to know about any of that.
Are you fucking serious? I just asked Kevin to leave you alone because I do fucking care about you. If I did not care how you felt about this whole situation, I wouldn't have just talked to Kevin for you. And I told you about the shit Noah said about you behind your back because I am your real friend. I did it so that you weren't stuck with a guy who claims to love you like a sister, but then goes behind your back and talks shit about you and spreads lies. If I wasn't your real friend, I wouldn't have told you what Noah said. So you could be stuck with someone who hates you but claims to love you. I didn't want you to get hurt again by him.
No. You knew that telling me what he said behind my back would hurt me, yet you did it anyways. You're not a real friend. Not by a long shot.
You know what? If you think I'm such a horrible, fake friend and full of drama, then we don't have to be friends anymore. You can fuck off and go enjoy being friends with Noah, a guy who doesn't give a fuck about you over me, because I try to warn you, but you didn't want to listen. Instead, you just want to blame me for everything. So fuck off. Don't talk to me. We aren't friends anymore.
Wow. Shows how much you supposedly cared about Courtney.
More like shows how much she really cared about me, since Courtney was so quick to insult me and falsely accuse me of shit even though I did care about her. Why the fuck are all of you ganging up on me now?
Sweetie, no one is ganging up on you. People are just simply trying to educate you on how you're making them feel, and quite frankly your actions in general. But you're too upset to listen to it and accept it.
So, you think I'm some kind of drama-starting bitch who intentionally seeks out drama for the fun of it, like Noah thinks I do? Is that what you all think of me? After the way you just laughed at me? Just because I know how to stand up for myself and my friends when the time is right? I've done nothing wrong here except try to prevent drama from escalating further, yet now that somehow makes me drama-filled.
Okay, then I'll take back the laughing part of it.
That isn't the fucking point, Sydney.
Sydney is right. No one is ganging up on you. We're just trying to tell you our honest opinions and how we feel, yet you're getting mad at us for doing that.
You basically just chose Kevin over me, since you dumped me as a friend right after defending him. Me being rude to you was the only way to get you to listen to me. What else was I supposed to do?
Haha. Chose Kevin over you? I dumped you as a friend because you were insulting me to my face and making false accusations against me to make me look bad for some reason. All because you're butthurt I tried to stop drama from escalating. Now you think this is about me defending Kevin when it had nothing to do with that.
Well, you're still friends with him, right? So, then yeah, you chose him over me. You didn't need to get involved in the drama from the beginning, because Kevin deserved to get made fun of for being the piece of shit that he is. How can you say you care about me, but then stick up for Kevin like that?
You know what? I'm so done with your bullshit. You're so fucking selfish and attention-seeking. All you care about is how you feel and never how anyone else feels. When someone else has problems other than you, you always make it all about you so the attention can be placed back onto you. It's all about Courtney with you. I understand not wanting to talk to Kevin, but falsely accusing him of being a pedophile and bullying him does not put you in the right. You could have simply told him to leave you alone, and I would have helped you with that, instead. Instead, you resorted to attacking me, even when I was trying to fucking help you and tell Kevin myself to leave you alone, and now you're playing the victim card because I didn't bully Kevin with you guys, and because I didn't kiss your ass and allow you to behave however you wanted. Fuck you. Don't ever talk to me again.
Wow, Carson, wow.
Whatever, she just proved my point about her. She couldn't care less how I feel.
Don't listen to her, Courtney.